hit a tree stump or whatever and caved in and popped my inner tube. That's how it goes when a cow trips over a friend chicken XD. The wobble's kind of out of my tire a little bit now. Or maybe it's just the road is that bad where I can't notice it. That's more likely. I think Teacup was a pretty straight and good road, and Franklin is not. I'm surprised people don't trip over their own feet here at the Fall Festival. I want to go fast, but I know that would be dumb. So I will continue to go a little slower than fast. I mean, 18 miles an hour. It probably looks good on the GoPro, right? Does it look like I'm only going 18 with the fish lens? I could go super wide view and then make it like seem like I'm going twice as fast. I know, 18 miles an hour in wide view, GoPro 7. Rolling down Franklin Street, trying to make it home without another tire incident. Because, dang, I didn't like it. I do not recommend tire incidents. River City Eagles. My mother-in-law married a man named Sam who used to sing at the River City Eagles, and he had a phenomenal voice. He did a lot of Elvis songs, and he did a few songs here and there and whatever. He was really a very talented singer, I'll tell you. I did like listening to him sing. But the thing about Sam was, for one thing, he was a violent person. He actually stopped a crime in progress once and pinned the guy down, and the guy just couldn't overcome him. And in large part, that's because of, have you guys ever seen Weird Al's Fat video? Yeah, Sam was that big. Sam was an impossible human. He weighed about 550 pounds. That's a quarter ton. He weighed a quarter ton. A quarter ton. Let me say that again. His weight can be described easier in tons than in pounds. That's how large this man was. And if you've ever seen anyone like that in person, it's a sight to behold. Not to dog on anyone who's, you know, that size per se, but I have not. Oh, look, it's our smart car. I'm only going 18 miles an hour. The smart car just now caught up to us. Anyway, I'm not really trying to fat shame anyone, but you know, if you weigh over 500 pounds, I don't think that's just genetics. I think you leaned into it. I think, yeah, sure, you had a genetic disposition, but then I also think you leaned into it a little bit. Maybe at Christmas or Thanksgiving, you know, shouldn't have to cook an entirely separate dinner for one person at Thanksgiving or Christmas. The guy was just phenomenally large. Phenomenally large. I mean, that smart car probably weighs 550 pounds. I'm talking about a person. My bike and I together don't weigh 550 pounds. We barely top 300. So anyway, Eva ended up divorcing Sam over his violent tendencies, and that was a good thing. He was not a perfect person. And then she did worse. She married another violent guy. But that's a tale for another time. That's another story. My mom didn't exactly pick them too great either. She once married she was engaged to an ex-convict who went back to jail and became an actual convict again. That ex-convict label doesn't always stick. You know, a lot of times it tends to become convict again. Yeah, that Franklin crane thing, I gotta go a little bit out of my way to avoid the crane of Franklin. Hey, it's Franklin. And out there caught a flat. Come on. Oh, so my throttle hack, how I did that on the X-Class, because there's so much space between the handle grip and the throttle, with my throttle being loose and upside down and whatever, and dialing it in to whatever speed I want, etc., etc., was I took a slap bracelet. I've got like a rubbery slap bracelet. I wrapped it around the side of the brake there. Hopefully you can see that. And then from there though, I can actually dial it by moving up the slap bracelet or moving the slap bracelet down, and it dials the throttle ever so slightly, which is good because the throttle, it's all or nothing usually. Like, you cannot dial this throttle with your thumb. It's impossible. It's impossible. The throttle is too sensitive. But with that piece of rubber slap bracelet there, I can actually dial in the throttle, and I have cruise control both. So, am I saying I'm clever? I don't know. Resourceful? Yeah, resourceful. But not necessarily clever. When you never throw anything away, no, I'm kidding, I do throw some stuff away, but only stuff I'm absolutely sure is completely and utterly broken and useless. If it could maybe have a use in a few years from now, I keep it. Not exactly order, because of my wife won't let me be. She throws away my stuff all the time. But I hoard what I can. It's probably a good thing she throws away so much stuff. Or she tells me to. Sometimes she'll convince me to throw out a bunch of stuff, and I'm good with that too. One time in Florida, when we were moving to New Mexico, I literally filled up like almost an entire dumpster with computers that I just had. I had computers. I was a computer guy. I loved computers, and I still do. Now I'm more on the software side of things, but I had so much stuff. It was like a closing of a computer store. Hey, that's a bike trail looking thing. Let's get on the bike trail looking thing. See what that's about. Yield to PEDs. Always yield to PEDs and PEZ. Yield for PEZ. Get yourself some PEZ. They're great. Well, this ain't bad. So this is Virginia. This is a nice little bike trail. Good job, Evansville, Indiana. Good job. It's just like the one on Main Street. I wonder why this wasn't done on Franklin. Franklin's actually more popular than Virginia. Or, I remember it that way because that was before they built the Lloyd. Maybe that's the thing. Oh, what do we got here? We got an interesting sidewalk. And then we have no more bike trail. Damn it, Evansville, Indiana. I just praised you about your bike trail. And then suddenly, without warning, no bike trail end sign. No nothing. Just end. Just end. Heidelbach, this is our turn here. Turn we shall. We shall turn. Turn. Don't turn around, just turn right. Turn right on Heidelbach. Turn. Don't turn around. Man, if that bike tire had not have busted, I probably would have did a little more today. I probably wouldn't be going home. It probably wouldn't be quite so dark either. I'd probably be on my way home from Burdett by now. Oh well. Oh well. That's how it goes. So hockey tape. We'll see how well that held up once I get home. Maybe I'll take a quick glance at it while I'm still wearing the helmet. I actually got my camera in magic mode for voice commands. I'm just hoping I never meet any of you, because if you'll just look up the camera voice commands. I don't even want to say the word, but you'll look up the camera voice commands, and you'll mess with me. Yeah, really soft ride at 20 psi and going slower than usual. I do plan on trading out this hard as balls shock at some point. The back shock